Shall we start, sir?
Yes.
Nimishanand ji, Pulinanand ji, Biharianand ji, Sai, Divakanand ji, Purush ji, right? So, yesterday was the first day for you, for your realization of your real self. Having got released from your body self wrong beliefs, which got fractured out, and simultaneously your right belief of pure soul self having got set in, the two together happened by grace. You understand? And for the two to remain separate and yet two together, a line of demarcation was put that this is the real and with the all real qualities, and this is the relative and all relative qualities, which are temporary and perishable, real, the permanent and imperishable, indestructible. Right? All of you? Right or not? But to be so realized in all the relative balanced life stock, whatever we have got, mind, speech, body, assembly stock, we have to pass through the whole journey, relative life journey, sir. Right?
Right.
And to pass through that journey, we gave you 5 commands, 5 precepts, 5 sentences, simple. That Deepakanandji explained you, that you know. Then he told you at the end, that night you, this experiment, I am pure soul, you slept, right, no? And right in the morning, what happened? That body got awakened, and right spontaneously, I am pure soul, that was continuing. Right or not? Kelly, right or not? See, that is the point. Because while sleeping it was there, while getting awakened, it continued. And right throughout the sleep, it was there with you. You understand? And the sleep the body had a wonderful natural sleep. This is the result of realization. So, you are not to remember now that I am pure soul. It's on its own now. You are on your own. Sasai.
Right.
It won't have to occur to you that I am pure soul in any of the relativity. I am pure soul, it will remain with you. But by relative viewpoint, I am name bearer in all the relative life and living. That may not allow that easily to remain that I am pure soul, though within it will remain. But taste-wise, it may not remain so. So for the taste-wise to remain so, simultaneously along with the relative living, so that relating living also happens, and you as a real pure soul also, you are on your real side, both two together. For that to happen, these 5 sentences were there, 2 viewpoints, relative viewpoint and real viewpoint. But to stay as per these 2 viewpoints, which are the basic, to pass through all the relative living, 3rd precept, our command, that all mind, speech, body, assembly, world, and mind, speech, body, all world relations, with total inconnectivity, every way, within and without, are scientifically, circumstantially operated cosmic power relations. Right? So that we keep in our mind. That is not to be in the relative give and take relativities. In give and take relativities, what is there? Sambhavnikal. Sambhavnikal of what? Amicable settlement of give and take file accounts. File. A file is a business file. Business means a body given to business of give and take with all the interconnectivity relations in all the relativities from within and without. And whatever files are there, right from number one, mind, speech, body, and closest and further on and everywhere. You deal with all the files. Sticky, sticker, stickiest, mild, milder, mildest, whatever. You have to deal with them. For sticky files, they may linger on, so they may repeat, and yet you will have to be more careful about them, right? Because their happening will be again and again, it will come, repetitions will be there. But those repetitions are not of the same phase which already got repeated, passed out. Phases will differ. Just like the layers of a big onion, and you peel out various layers. And the moment you peel out one layer, the other layer also appears same like that. You peel out another layer, peel out another layer. So many layers are there till everything is peeled out. It's like that for sticky files, sticky relations. Okay? But they are very few. They are very few. But you have to take care of them. And automatically pure soul account, real account book is taken care of. But in the relative life, we have to be with special care of our special pure soul account, right? With that living. So that in all the relative living, without believing them to be real, we take it as relative for settling down the amicable way. You understand? So that by real viewpoint of pure soul by vision, a pure soul account gets credited, sir. Easily. So that care has to be there. Now, relative mind, speech, body, kite. Kite, you know. Kite. You don't know. You know, USA they do. Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So that the mind, speech, body is kite. You understand? Kite of human shape. And pure soul, vision of knowing power and seeing power are the divine strings that are, and with that, use of those. Sir, Kanya. Sir.
Kanya.
Kanya. Kanya. Kanya, it has to be properly, right or not? You cannot tie it at one place and just two place, then common, then three, right? You have not experienced that. Go and in California once, on the ground. You must have tried. All of you must have tried kite flying. So this mind, speech, body verily is the kite. But not knowing who am I, the kite was without string, And from life after life, it was wandering here and there. Now, that kite is with the string of pure soul, vision, knowing power and seeing power. And it is being well taken care of. You understand? By real viewpoint, in all relativities. Wonderful. You follow? So, there, these 5 sentences will help you a lot. By relative viewpoint, I am forest, that in your relativity, give and take account, it will be there. I am forest, of course you will speak, but you will understand that I am relating, but you are not to tell anybody like that. But what is subject to relativity is not the subject of inner belief. You won't believe it. And what is your inner belief? That I am pure soul now, which is well set, and it is a perpetually set now, right belief, that will not come out in any verbal interaction outside. It cannot come out. Do you understand? It remains inside. You understand? So any relativity what is outside has nothing to do in inside. And what is inside our pure soul vision state is inside only. Outside it will operate as that string of the kite. Yes, sir? String of the kite. Simple. Connects you with a string of the kite. There is no doership in that. Mind you, only knowing and seeing. A knower and seer can never ever be a doer. And a doer can never ever be a knower and seer. Do you understand? The two are together, yet by their very qualities are different totally. Doer and knower. Doer is a known entity, and knower is the knower of the entity that gets known in this knowing function, that gets reflected in the light, divine light, knowing light. Do all of you understand? This is how it is. Sir સાહેબ, આ માસ્ટર કી આપી દો. બહાર જે વ્યવહારમાં બોલવાનું છે તે અંદર માનવાનું નથી, અને અંદર જે માનવાનું છે તે બહાર વ્યવહારમાં બોલવાનું નથી. સમજાઈ દો. This is my vernacular language, but they will have to be told.
What you believe is not to be spoken out outside.
In relative,
in the relative world.
Give and take activities.
And what you say or do outside has not to be believed within.
Inside. Just like what you act on the stage has to be on the stage only. It has not to be so to be taken to your house and home. On the stage, it happens. Your role of a emperor or a king, and there is a queen with you, but that is on the stage. That queen cannot come with you to your home. You understand? If it comes with you at home, what will happen? Forest? Huh?
What will happen? What will happen with me? You come to stay, you will mix drama and then after finishing the stage drama,
You are married on the stage.
Came into your home, then what will be the effort?
Kelly, come on, you tell in forest. You don't follow. You don't follow. What you act on the stage has not to be brought in your house or home. Understand? So pure soul is our real abode.
If she comes with you, then what will happen?
Conflict, quarrel, fire. Huh?
It is
What?
problem.
Problem. A great problem. Problem. That is how it is. So, in the pure soul realm abode, nothing, no relativity, no real relative can be there. And or any of the relative activity, the pure soul they will be together, but it will be purely knowing and seeing, not in any of the activity. You understand? As it is. It is a function of knowing and seeing. It is not passive. It is fully active. Understand? So, all relative life, relative living also is relatively active. Likewise, but in a different sense, real is also passively active in its own qualities. That is to say, in the aspects of relative aphases, real pure soul knowing, seeing power is not active, that is inactive, passive. And in the knowing, seeing function of whatever happens, it's fully active. Do you follow now? You, all of you. So that's simple. ચાલો સ્નેહભાઈ પતાવી દો તમારું. નિલેશ, now your turn. This wonderful experiment ceremony without any obstruction, no, wonderfully, nicely over. Just an hour. And today in these adverse times, this is grace achievable, not by means achievable. Means are of limited nature. And in this adverse times, my body, which itself is a means, as a body as a means, which is not in order because of the adverse times, you cannot reach the goals, impossible. You cannot come out of your duality, it's impossible. Therefore, even there is time for us to come out of this duality if there is a liberator for us, before us, that has a unique liberator as master in Dada Bhagwan that opened out, and the same liberation experiment of self-realizing by yourself through the grace that continues through this body that is happening today. You see, that is achieved. So same grace is operable through this body, which is also not of any ownership by mind, speech and body. Absolutely. And as pure soul, we are totally separate from that. Right from 1963, that experience that resulted in such separateness till today. And after Dada Bhagwan, when physically he passed away in 1988, January, after that, this body is responsible for the same grace function, for this realization of self. That is what you achieved today in 2008. Jonathan, Professor Cecily, you understand? Now you will have to give us a breakfast, nice good breakfast. Will you give or not? Or no? Huh? Like what last time you gave. Will you invite us or not? Huh? So what price I took from you? Hey Barbara, what have I taken from you?
What would you like?
No, I have not taken anything from you. You are still there. You are at a place only. That is how it is. That is the grace. So what I have taken from you has not hurt you in any way, which can never be taken away. No, impossible. Unless the one who is there, where that garbage of yours can be disposed of. Nuclear garbage, that also is difficult to dispose, then let to dispose this garbage. Right? That garbage of beloved I, with my. Huh? Where to throw? Where to throw? Marianne, where do you throw? You go here and there and you see fair there. No, nobody. No. You cannot come out of your duality. Everybody is in duality. And they are in the actions of duality only. Only a Gnani Purush, who is an emancipated, self-realized state, can lift you out of the dualities, that's all. And put you on your own perpetually, where what you are, who you are. You understand? That is by grace you have achieved. It is not achieved by your own effort. No. Your good deed, the raw positivity was there, which resulted in coming today, and this experiment was decided to be conducted at this time. That did happen. But this body became instrumental. So this is a natural happening. That is what we told. Timing, Nidhi. Timing is most important. That you come today, this time, this to happen. Do you understand? It is neither in my hand, nor anybody's hand, Jonathan. Do you understand? It is not that because I waited for you. Just time. Time that for all of you, the picture is such in the cosmic power that only this were to sit like this. Rao Sahib also was to come with Parikh Sahib and were to sit there, and the whole natural cosmic power picture like this. You understand? It was already there. Negative was there, so it is already now. You can see that. You see. Gnani Purush is not a seer, but he is a knower and seer by the very qualities of pure soul. Do you understand? He cannot foresee the future. No. He is always in the present. Neither in the past nor in the future. Always in the present. Therefore, all past can always reflect in the present. And there can nothing ever be known from him that remain unknown. No mysteries. You understand now? You understand? But you cannot go before him and please tell me what is to happen to me now. I am so much afraid. Please tell me. No, nothing like that. He is always in the present. You understand? So our pure soul state is like that you have achieved. But to remain in the state now, in this dual life of mind, speech, body and assembly, whatever balanced life that is left with you, that was earned by you in the past, and still you have to live it out. How you will live it out and stay in this, whatever you achieved, you have realized, it is not that easy. Your life functions will not let you remain like that so easily. So we are showing you a way, easy way, effortless way, by giving you 5 precepts, 5 disciplines to live out your balanced life by you, verily for yourself, so that your being as pure soul will stay naturally as you as pure soul, and all mind, speech, body functions will go on naturally. What is unnatural living life due to dualities subject to all the dual functions of life will come to naturality gradually from above and below both, and will come to normal state. Do you understand now? Mind-wise, speech-wise, and five senses-wise. So for that to happen, these five disciplines, five simple sentences, fundamental sentences, which I give you, they encompass all the scriptures of the world, all the religions of the world, everything, whole thing is there. They are very simple in verbal formations. Do you understand that? He will explain you with one or two examples here and there. Okay? One by one, all the five sentences and five principal sentences. Having realized today your real being as pure soul self, now on, from today is the first day, right from tomorrow, you go on, your life will be lived out. Today, first day, how it will pass, he will explain you later on. But tomorrow, right from tomorrow, from inside you will understand that you are pure soul, but outside you are by name bearer, sin, whatever, relative viewpoint, whatever is your name. So wherever you go, you understand, you deal with him by your name, as your name bearer. But from within you understand my real viewpoint, I am pure soul. Likewise you understand in everybody that they are also, they may not be knowing, no, nobody is knowing. And if someone knows, then it's okay. Then we say, oh, Jai Satchidananda. This is a greeting, soul to soul greeting. Satchidananda greeting means a soul to soul greeting. It is not name to name greeting. It is not a real greeting. It's a divine greeting. Wonderful. Sat means pure soul state. Chit means pure soul consciousness. Anand means bliss. That is the result of state of being. You understand? Sat Chit is the state of being. That is the address. Follow? So, in all your relative living now, with this inner understanding of real viewpoint, all your relative life will go on without any differentiation anywhere. That this is that and this is that. Your opening state has gone now. You won't have opinions about this or that. Your understanding will be growing further and further. Your real viewpoint, pure soul vision will set, stabilized further and further as you go on living in the relative life. You understand? These two viewpoints will result in normality of mind, speech and body every way as you go on living in the life as per these two viewpoints. Basic two viewpoints. Basic two viewpoints. The divine vision is pure soul vision. You understand? And relative viewpoint is a lived out life that will be lived out as per this third sentence. You keep in mind that, keep that perpetually within you, so that balance of your relative life will live out as a by fourth sentence. So he will explain you third and fourth sentence now. And your pure soul, knowing power, seeing power opens out more. Your powers, they open out more, and your blissful nature, your taste is more and more established within you. So keeping in mind, scientific circumstantial evidential power operates all over mind, speech, body, power over world and that relational world, and all over world accounts, mind, speech, body wise, are being settled, resolved equitably by these third and fourth sentences in this way. You see, that is how relative life will lay out. You understand? Example of.
So,
Do you understand?
imagine the next day, tomorrow, you get a call all of a sudden in the morning.
Fast tell
All of a sudden in the morning, the lawyer calls you and says that you have to appear and you have to go and see him at 11 because the court has given you the time of 2 o'clock. So he says, let us brief this, the date has come, so let us discuss the matter. So you say, normally you would go have something at home but you go later, but today you have to go a little early, so you tell your wife, okay, please prepare food faster, right? I can go to the lawyer and see him. So when she comes to know that you want it earlier, so she prepares quickly certain things, and you also come to the dining table. You were just, the kitchen was so you could see everything happening in the kitchen. She was just trying to take out from the pan, and the pan goes upside down. What would be your first reaction? Who did that? The fan went on, said upside down. Went down. Who did that?
You blame her.
Normally we blame her, but if you blame her, did she want to do that? She never wanted to do that. Otherwise she would have said that you go and eat outside. She took all these
That
efforts.
was before you blame her, but now, with this
Now I'm just looking at it like as a consequence of something projected.
no, that cosmic power, because of the cosmic power it happened. It is not in my account that I have to
Eat that food. It was not in your account today to eat that food. That food stuff. So you will not blame her. Because she tried to save the stuff, but then it went down. Right? So previously the way you would get mad on her and say, what have you done? Only you get all these things only when I have some work and all that. Now you say, hey, you are not hurt. Are you not hurt? So how would she feel?
Loving.
Yeah, so she says that, hey, this guy is going somewhere nowadays, so it's better you go there. He's learning good things than come. Otherwise, previously, little thing happen and you just jump and react wildly. So now, all those wild reactions will stop naturally, because every happening is attributed to that cosmic power, and that cosmic power is happening in our life because of our own account. So it's like if you haven't appeared in the exam properly, then your results won't be good. And that's how.
That is the justice for all. That is the justice for all. In this relative world, we cannot seek any justice according to our relative accountabilities. That this cosmic power should be this and that. No, that is justice, whichever way it is. You understand?
So now you have understood that, okay, the cosmic power did that. But what are you going to do now, because you have to grab something? So she is confused, she won't be able to suggest you anything. But you have to go forward, take the lead and say, okay, whatever breaks, whatever thing, just give me, I'll eat that and go. So she should be satisfied. She should be pleased that, okay, you didn't go without eating. If you just say, okay, now I'm not going to eat anything, I'm just going outside, so that will disturb her, right? So you will eat something that will pacify her, because you know that you have to settle this eating fight.
So there is the fourth discipline. You are settled properly. About. So both are satisfied like that.
So with pleasant mind, with cool mind, you went to the lawyer, he discussed, he explained, and you also understood the whole matter, recollected now what you have to answer the court and all that. When you went to court, in the judge you saw the pure soul, you saw in everybody who was present, even your opponent, who will see the pure soul in the opponent? For now, you don't have any enemy. Can you have any enemy when you see pure soul in everybody? That enemy, what you used to believe, is part of that cosmic power of your own account. So there is no reason to have any kind of animosity with anybody, because that was your own projection. So you know, you saw in everybody the pure soul, and also did a small prayer that now why to hang around and continue with all these mess. Let us settle this fight in an amicable way. Oh God, please help me. Oh Dada, give me that inner strength so that I speak correctly, properly, so that this fight gets settled. So naturally, there is power in these spiritual teachers because those are not simple words. These are words of his experience, his absolute experience of bliss and perfection, and that's how it will change our thought process, it will change our speech, it will change our
It will result in an experience within you yourself. You will experience yourself, your pure soul state now. So these kind of sentences are given for that only. You see, they are protection for your pure soul reason seedling that is implanted today. They are total protection. So you must firmly resolve from today that I am pure soul. Now the new member from today onwards is doing out as per these 5 disciplines, this relative life. That's the simple. So four disciplines. 4 disciplines. What are they? By relative viewpoint, I am needy. Come out.
By relative viewpoint, I'm needy.
By real viewpoint, I am pure soul.
I'm pure soul.
Scientific, circumstantial, evidential, cosmic power is the operative power of the world. That is nidhi. Nidhi, mind, speech, body assembly, and nidhi assembly relations. That is nidhi's world. If nidhi is not there, where is the word for nidhi? So wherever you are, your world is there all around, according to your relations and the spirit of relations. You understand?
Yeah.
Huh? That is how it is. The world concept is like that. But to see around, there is a different. There is not the correct interpretation of the world understanding. Correct interpretation of the world understanding is our projection onto the body as to be that I am. That is called world. This is how this got born out. You see, that the world has come into existence. So there is the world. You understand? But even if I am here or not, world is always world. No, not that way world. So, scientific circumstantial power is operative power for everybody, mind, speech, body, assembly, life to life, for all living forms. And all living forms have their own life sparks. Every. You need not go to understand each and every life spark. You are concerned with yours. Simple. This is individualistic liberation path. It is not a path that I get myself liberated out and I make others also along with me. And come on, let us liberate. I make you liberate. No, like that. Do you understand? You mind your own liberation path and Vinod mind his own liberation path. With his mind, speech, body assembly, you with your mind, speech, body assembly. But same 5 disciplines. Disciplines are the same, but name bearers are different. Therefore, path is the same, but your path according to your different accountabilities that you'll be following. Do you understand? Your Purush is the same, goal is the same. Your ultimate final experience, stabilized state of your pure soul being that goes on developing further and further. You understand? These 4 disciplines. And 4th is resolve all the accountability, dual files. They are called files. So when you have got files, you have to number them. Filing cabinet. Number 1. What is the number 1? Number 1 is closest to the pure soul. What is the closest? Nidhi. And what is another near? Vinod. So you are number 1, he is number 2. You see? Here, whatever you call number 1 and 2, like 3, 4, 5, whatever relations you relate according to nearness of you and how near you are, according to that you number out. You see? That brothers, sisters, father, mother, like that relations. And then, hello, Nidhi, hello. You are not made, but sometimes somebody is met and say, hello, that is also fine. But there is a superfluous, distant fine like that. What he said, some pickpocket here has pickpocketed, that is also fine. You understand? What is a fine? That file is number so and so, whatever you give in this law. What law is number given to you? In India we give 420.
ITC.
Here it is 22. What number? Whatever number you give. Like that. If we register a complaint, so I was going, I'm going with this money here and I'm in bad need and I'm pickpocketed. Please take my complaint. See that I get whatever I can get back. And I go to my place. And next day, the pickpocketing is caught. Because they know in the area who, and they find out. Come on. And they come, that what is that file? Though yes, that file has come. What is that file? The policeman or whatever. He is also a number. You understand? Such are the numbers. So near relations are numbers and far numbers. So whatever numbers and accounts are equalized and credit debit are equal, those are over and your pure soul, all powers are opening out. Do you understand? This is the path of liberation that is progressing within you. By your own self, pure soul, Purusharth it is called. It is Shiva Purusharth. It is not a relative Purusharth. It is of infinite powers. Do you understand? Knowing, seeing powers. These four. Basic four. Come on.
So you are pure soul and live blissfully. When you are not with the files, then you remain in your own bliss. But when the files come, it is your first job to settle the files in an amicable way. So what is your obligation now in the world? Only with the files. Settle, when you are done with all the files, you emerge as pure soul absolute. But until then, you have to attend to these files. Now the fifth precept says, earn credit in the book of pure soul account. Earn credit in the book of pure soul account. Now, with this realization, previously, whatever you believe gross is now in the hands of the cosmic power. Secret is the hand of cosmic power. Devil is the hand of cosmic power. So
the name member account is a temporary account that is as per cosmic power operative. So that is not in your hand. There is no choice for you. It is subject to credit and debit. But now, as pure soul, I am pure soul. So now, your pure soul account has opened out today. So that is called pure soul book. It's not book like this relative book. You understand? So when you live out with pure soul vision, divine vision, in all the relative mind, speech, body, assembly, with these 5 disciplines, the pure soul account will get credited. And pure soul account is a singular credit account, mind you. It is not dual credit and debit. It is only credit. And that comes with you along wherever 1 or 2 lives it will come, and your higher and higher forms, and will take you. And whatever balance relativities are left in the opening out of the absoluteness of your soul powers, of knowing, seeing powers, they will be removed out in a matter of 2-3 lives maximum. You understand? This is the power in this realization. You all understand or not? So this fifth ajna is take care of your pure soul account in living out all the relative life. In all relative life and living, wherever then such a gathering happens, and say congregation of this Satchidanand, congregation of followers, they come together, you may always try to go there and meet. That's it, simple. You just say Satchidanand, that's good enough for you. You see, it will get credited into pure soul account. Do you understand? Then he will explain you. The books are given to you daily. How you go through that book, he is explaining you. And daily what you do, that will credit you into your pure soul account. You understand? All these things. And whatever our discourses, divine discourses, wherever we go, they are recorded. They are got CDs, DVDs, videos, etc. If you happen to get them, listening to them you see viewing them, etc., whatever you, reading them by books, whatever you get in your language, that get credited into this pure soul account, because your pure soul vision gets more and more fortified and stabilized. You understand? This 5 years. Come on now. Last.
So when you're wanting to settle your files amicably, you're saying that whatever happens, if you perceive an injustice happened in your life, you're saying to look at that as a result of my creation and not to try and balance the scales with any manipulation, but just accept that I drew that into my life, I created that through my previous wrong thoughts. And then just, accept it as karma being balanced and just go.
No, but you will handle it in an amicable way.
That's what I'm saying. I'm handling it. I create the amicability because I accept responsibility for the creation of it.
True.
Okay.
It's dramatic. Outside living will be dramatic as per what is happening, whatever. But there won't be reality by you now. By belief, your pure soul, you are transformed now from your wrong belief that I am. Stevens. No, that was your wrong belief. That is fracture. And now pure soul will be settled now. So with that pure belief, pure soul belief, you will, as carrying, you will live and relate to life. Whatever happens to carrying, that you will do definitely in the world. You see? That will be dramatic. You won't live it really. Do you understand now?
I didn't quite understand.
Absolutely real. Suppose in a drama you have taken a role that will be purely on the stage for that purpose only. It won't be along with you for throughout your life. No. Really?
A little bit. It's hard to understand you totally, so I'm not. I'm not
He
really
didn't understand
understanding.
totally. He didn't understand totally the drama.
The English is just.
Drama, what you don't understand?
Well, just the way you say it.
In the film that
conversation,
they act,
accent.
on the stage they act, you don't understand.
Stairs?
Stage.
Stage. Yeah, I understand.
You play a role for say 3 hours.
So life is the same drama only.
Would you carry that role to your home?
Oh yeah, no.
Your Steven's life is nothing but a drama, life drama
Yeah.
on the world.
Yeah.
Yes. On your own, on this plane, whole plane.
Yeah.
That is getting played out now.
Yeah.
But originally, you believe true, it's like that you are living out. That is why you are filtering here and there in dualities. You see? Now you are out.
Yeah.
So to come out of duality, you have to resolve in such a way that credit has to be debited and debit has to be credited from inside.
Yeah.
By understanding wise. Not actually the actions.
Right, but not changing anything, but just understanding.
Actions are dramatic.
Right.
Dramatic in nature.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I think I'm getting it. Yeah.
You gradually follow.
Yeah.
So especially today when you go home and go to sleep, there is one little thing you have to do before you go to bed. Especially because when you have got this realization today.
Today being the first day is very important for you. Being the first day. So he explains you
So
that.
when you go to bed
An
today,
easy method. Easy way.
when you go to bed today, you have seen him very well today. So see, close your eyes and just see him inside and chant inside, I am pure soul. As much you can.
If you can focus on my posture, whatever way is fixed in you, and with that focus during your sleeping time, when you are in the bed, you lie down in the bed and you close the eyes, just right on time. I am pure soul, I am pure soul, I am pure soul, I am pure soul, like that you go chanting. And the body that is about to fall asleep, that will be falling asleep. You understand? And you are chanting while the body will have fallen in the sleep, the chanting will automatically go on inside during the whole night, during the sleep. So body sleeping, your chanting to separately will happen now because you are separated out. Do you understand now? Like that. So today being first day, the seedling is there. For that seedling to help out for the nursing, first day nursing is very important. This is the one if you can continue for a couple of some time till you required for the well-nourishment of the seedling in the plant and the stability of it. We can continue every day. Okay? You understand? All of you? Every day, every night whenever you go to sleep. Further on?
So, you will sleep as per the cosmic power, and you as pure soul will remain in that awakened, realized state continually, even in your sleep. Naturally in the morning, the cosmic power will wake you up and you'll open your eyes. The first realized thing that you realize, it is what you have to experience now onwards. When you open your eyes, naturally it will come to you, I am pure soul. So now, what are you going to do for the rest of the day? Live as per the 5 precepts. So you will apply those precepts on your own self by relative viewpoint I am speaking, by real viewpoint I am pure soul. Whatever that happens within Stephen is as per the cosmic power. And I, with that realization, I will settle all these accounts in an amicable balance.
Are you five precepts written down?
Yeah, it's a book that is given to you. Right. It's written and it is explained also in there.
Okay.
Right. You can read explanation also in there. And that's how, because whatever you want, as much you settle the 5, that's how you become free. Because you're not generating any new files, no new relational account. You are settling all the relational account files in an amicable way. That's how you are earning in the pure soul account. When the last file is resolved and settled in an amicable way, you are free.
You are amongst all the liberated souls with infinite bliss, wonderful. And all your infinite knowing seen power intact. Like that. You understand? Yes. Here we are in these limited boxes. Understand?
Now whatever he recited just now, he made us be, he recited, followed him. The same thing is given in that book. I'll just show it to you.
Now that book, the Manika, now you can take out the book, he will explain you. Daily, whatever experiment that was conducted before you, same thing, more or less same form it is given there. Daily, once in a day, fixed definite time, go through that once throughout, all that is what is given there. It is given in about 7, 8 pages or 9 pages, whatever it is, beginning from to end. So please go through that whole. He will recite 2, 3, 4 sentences in the beginning. You repeat that, and likewise you go through. One copy, please give. Give him one copy. एक मैंने आप जाए जल्दी आप एक अरे नाथ
Page 98.
See, what that book, you can take out that page.
You will make the whole thing again. The proper statement.
So, look here. You take out that page.
28.
Which page? Page number 28. See, in the English, it is written there in the bracket. This is to be recited once daily by all that are initiated in self-realization. That is by all of you today, who are initiated into the self-realization. Then the bracket in small script it is given. Have you read it? All of you? Huh? Now, we go through what is given below. That arrow, wherever that arrow is seen is English translation. So I will go through only English part of it. First, most devoutly I bow in obedience to Dada Bhagwan. Repeat. Likewise, you speak in your daily practice. Second, O Dada Bhagwan, repeat. The enlightened pure soul, you are unattached, ever steady, blissful, spontaneous, tranquil, full of infinite knowledge, infinite vision, illuminator of the entire universe, the purest beyond the intellect. That is second sentence, right? The third one, with absolute belief and conviction, I am pure soul. That translated sentence, after that the figure of 3 is not put, but in the original sentence 3 is given. In the first 2 sentences figure is not given. So wherever the figure is given, that sentence, you please recite that number of times. Likewise here, with absolute belief and conviction, I am pure soul. Repeat. With absolute belief and conviction, I am pure soul. So 3 times I have recited, right? Likewise, you go further. O Dada Bhagwan, please bless me to remain in a constant remembrance of pure soul. Remember? Recite. Repeat. Why don't you speak, all of you? O Dada Bhagwan, please bless me to remain in a constant remembrance of pure soul. So that sentence also is 3 times, no? Remove it 3 times. So likewise, wherever that figure is given, they go to it. All this you go through. There are about 8 or 9 pages of them. Okay? There is a whole experiment, whatever I have conducted, more or less on the same lines it is given. So, when you will complete, say 7 or 8 pages, whatever they are, at the end, page number, which one? 48 you take out. Page number 48. Which? Yes. For number 47 is the end of that. 47 have taken out? Huh? Have taken out 47? 47 I say.
Page 47. 47. Yeah, correct. Sure.
So end of it. You have seen there. Last sentence I will decide. I am pure soul. So above 25 times it is written here. So you can recite it 25 times. The last sentence. With firm determination and total conviction. Come on. I am the absolute pure soul. That is written 2 times. You said 2 times. That's it. So there is Jai Satchidanand written. No? So there it is ending. Next page 48. 5 principles, 5 precepts, 5 commands. What is explained to you is given on the next page. You take out 5 dictates. The 5 next page. Page 48. You take it out. See, I read out all the time. But for number 1, by relative viewpoint, I am so and so. You understand? You put your name, each one. Okay? Number 1. Number 2, by real viewpoint, I am the pure soul. Okay? Why don't you speak, all of you? I'm loudly speaking as if you have no strength. You are hungry? Number 3, the world operates by scientific circumstantial evidences. Come on. Number 4, resolve all files, brackets, relational accounts in an amicable way. Right? Okay? And number 5. On credit in the book of Pure Soul. You know that Pure Soul book is what like? It is not relative. Do you understand? You know, no, right? Pure vision. No, that is how it is. So, that is only 5 are given there. And whatever English is given there, that is given there. Okay? Must be shame, okay? Anything else? Anything else? That's it, okay. So, daily this once in a day you please go through, so that these 5 disciplines, for you to follow through in your relative life, wherein it will be easier for you. Once in a day, once. Can you find time, all of you? But nobody is speaking. Can you find time, all of you, I say?
Oh, yeah.
Right? You are not speaking.
Yeah.
You, I will listen. I can listen. Say yeah or no. Yes or no? Oh, yes. You, Jonathan? You, my dear? You, sir? Okay. Everybody? You, Nidhi? Sir? Yes, sir? Okay. I'm the boss. You, okay. So it's over now. So today, now everything is over, and to understand in more little details with examples, I will explain for 1 full hour all these 5 disciplines, so that it will be well settled within you. And you come tomorrow with this experience of self-realized vision implanted in you tomorrow. Understand? This is the first day. So tomorrow, 1 day, more day I am there. Tomorrow, only 1 day. Mind-wise, speech-wise, in intersections, with whomsoever intersections, mind comes along with. And 5 senses wise, whatever 5 senses are given to, eyes are given to viewing everywhere. So eyes view. But how eyes view? Now eyes view as per the first command. What is that first command? By which viewpoint? Relative
viewpoint.
By relative viewpoint, you will viewing out by eyes. Because eyes, what is the dharma in English में શું કહીશું?
Quality. Nature.
What is the business of eyes?
Vision.
Just to see. Naturally. What is the business of ears? Listen. You have not business for ears to listen, to carry on their business. It is natural, is it not so? Likewise for all the 5 senses, their businesses are theirs. You understand?
Yes.
And what is my business? My business is to must know and see that what the tongue tastes the food, eater eats the food, and tongue, the business of the tongue to taste whatever tastes are there. That's. But I am not the relisher of that food. I am the knower and seer as to what the tongue is tasting. That's it. Right? Understand? What the eater eats. And by that way, whole food becomes your medicine to the body, and body becomes healthy. Do you understand or no? Are you? Am I right or wrong?
You said that by being in that state of consciousness, the food becomes medicine to the body.
Everything. Why food?
Every food?
What by eyes you see, it becomes divine viewing. By ear, what you listen, it becomes divine listening. It is not worldly listening, you understand? And yet you remain with the world, you talk to everybody.
But you don't consider some...
Yes, but you are not attached there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to point something out. You're saying it all becomes medicine, and I'm saying how can bad food become medicine to the body?
Because you are not relishing. You are knowing and seeing, oh, what is this eater is eating? When the food becomes, verily, our food all becomes medicine as for a body intake for the body. You see, that body will never require a doctor.
What's that?
That body will never require any doctor in throughout the life. That is the statement of Thoreau. Thoreau, USA's best philosopher
Thoreau.
and thinker, yes. Thoreau, from Boston. Emerson and Thoreau. That is his statement.
Henry Walden Thoreau.
I heard...
You must put in your kitchen. It's a beautiful sentence. Find out.
Can consider.
Wabulu. Yes. You just come, gulp down. See how nice, how healthy she is. You know that. You have got an example before you. A young lady. Understand?
I do.
You are dietitian, right? No, dietitian in the medicine sense, health science.
Yes.
That is how it is. And this is spiritual science.
Yeah.
Spiritual science is no different from our relative life and living, no. On the contrary, it improves and efficientizes our relative and day-to-day life, living science beautifully, nicely, and makes it very efficiently. Do you understand? Natural way. Natural, the moment, extent to which mind, speech, body assembly goes on living out more and more in attune with the nature, the way these trees are there. You know, redwood forests. What is their lifespan? Marianne, tell me.
Lifespan of the forest?
Redwood forest.
Oh,
2,000, 3,000.
yes, thousands of years.
So you should live at least 125 years. Is it not so? Yeah, she said yes. Babula. And you too. 125.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, you have been, your life is extended to 125.
Hanging in there.
Huh?
I'm hanging in there.
Huh? What?
I'm hanging in there.
He's hanging in there.
It's good experience, no? Nice. It's right on the face, you can see that. Right on the face. Fresh. Nice. Shalesha. That is the life. Verily, our own life is the wife. Unless our life is verily our own wife, how can our wife will be the real wife? That we can love nicely. That is how we are guru disciple. For 52 years, Maria, she's my guru. She's teaching me a lot. Yes, sir. What is wrong in it? Kevin?
I'm not married.
Oh, he's not married yet.
So it's a good lesson. Where is your friend? Mahesh is not come?
He's on his way.
Okay. Doctor is not there? So these 5 precepts, 5 principles, our disciplines of life that we have given you are not binding you, but on the contrary, the way you feel now, free and liberated in the sense that I am pure soul, absolutely separate and dissociated, unattached from my mind, speech and body and all its name and name-bearing attachments, worldly attachments of any attractive or aversive phases. Attractive and aversive phases are bound to be there because they are the qualities of the body. And body is given to that naturality. Do you understand?
Body's given to what?
Naturality of living. The way the trees are given, so they are given. Any living entity is given to that. Right from single cell to fullest developed human beings. Human beings are the fullest developed living forms. You want to follow, Barbara? Highest developed forms. And they are the most responsible living entities on this globe. Do you understand? And so responsible on this globe, moving on this whole Mother Earth, that they have to be least. Rao Sahab, please, come, it is here. Come બેસો સાહેબ અને પરીક્ષા તમારી જગ્યા છે કોણ છો So you feel least burdensome to the Mother Earth. Do you understand? You cannot be burdensome on the Mother Earth. How can you be? Marian, you understand? Mother Earth is not there to bear over the burden of human entities. Human entities are not supposed to be heavier to be burdened on the Mother Earth, sir. That is the responsibility of a human life and human entity to live, how to live this life. With whatever faith, belief, and whatever way I say in any part of the globe we have. Beliefs, faiths do not obstruct us in living naturally on this earth, in tune with the nature, the way all vegetation, foliage, and all other living entities live. How in harmony we can live together, and we cannot be instrumental in causing disharmony in this harmony. Can we?
We should be.
That is it. Why should we have protocol of Kyoto and what not? What is a Kyoto, sir? See, it's a brain creation.
It's politics.
It's a brainstorm, nothing more. Stormy brains. Stormy brains create imbalances in this Mother Nature's natural balance. Nature is not imbalanced, but the balance is created by us, verily by us, gets balanced out automatically through the Mother Nature, through various forces which are of natural occurrences, through either water, air, Mother Earth, or various ways which are experienced by living human beings as diseases, epidemics, etc. Yes. There is that they invite onto them. It is not the Mother Nature that sends them. We invite all troubles and everything onto us. So this message, common message of good living, happy living for everybody, has to, if it is more spread to all common people and where, is good. It's a world view, no? Or no? What do you say?
It's survival, you said? I didn't quite understand what you said, though. What was the last thing you just said?
You see, it is world view.
The world view?
World
Yeah, we'd improve it if we all view it this way.
improve it on that world view na rakidun.
Human being is common all over the world. You go in Africa, pygmies, I will tell you, common. Same thing. Everybody is bound to be according to one's own development. You understand? That is how it is. You go in Brazilian jungles, you go in South America, North America, Central, wherever you go, all of the Europe, you will follow? That goes on. That is a natural process of evoluting the whole living entity into higher forms. So today, human life has got evolved everywhere, even in Africa. When you come in contact with each other, today we know how the globe has become so small, a global village like, is it not? Is it not small? Globe?
Yeah.
Is it not like one big family? What do you say? What do you say? Come to India. You don't like? There are no snake charmers, no rope tricks, nothing, mind you. Isn't there? Don't be afraid there. It's a wonderful country, wonderful. You can move about anytime, anywhere, just fear-free. So nice it is. Huh? Oh, yes. Chalo. On its own, you understand? That is a realized state. That means it is your very soul qualities, virtues, attributes are opened out from the darkness of the clouds of your I with my attachments. Do you understand? Your body-believed I with possessive my having got removed and pure soul I having got established, that pure soul I am pure soul, that will automatically remain in the relative mind, speech, body I. You see? That will be there. But now it will be there as a neighbor. As a neighbor. Nothing wrong with the neighbor. This is how Jesus said to humanity and human beings, everybody, love thy neighbor. What he said?
He said, love thy neighbor?
Love thy neighbor. Or no?
Yes, love thy neighbor.
He gave this message about the human love, that is God love, in the human language. You understand? Word love indicates God love, because in all the living forms, verily God is present. Without the presence of God, none ever any living entity can ever be there. But it goes on evolving, that's it. And this human form fully evolved. That is how the this, what do you call it? Faristan Sukha. Angels come. Science is no wrong. Science is always right. But what is science after all? Science has to be science unless it is for everything that has to be as it is. That science should explain it as it is. Science never goes in any existence as was or as will be. Science knows no history. Science knows no future. Science just sees and sees further and further and finds out the mysteries. That's it. Science tries to go deeper and deeper into the nature, just to study the mysteries of the nature. What is nature?
God.
Verily, the human being as a scientist who tries to reach the mystery of the mother nature, he verily is the nature, part and parcel of the same nature, that he does not realize. That is how Einstein had to express at the end. He put his hands up. Oh, God also seems to play destiny with the dice with the destiny. Something like that, no? Something. What is the statement? God plays dice
With the cosmos.
with the
Cosmos. Cosmos.
destiny, the cosmos. Some place destiny, some the cosmos, whatever. Cosmos. God plays dice with cosmos. Same thing, Darwin's statements were there. Both were believers in religion, mind you, believers in God. But we people know that they are atheists. No, sir, it is not so. It is not so. After all, what is religion? Religion is verily the belief on our own existence. As existence we find everywhere. What has to live? For what purpose to live? For what? Just to get sustained? Everyone. These trees, foliage do not want to be happy. But they are happy, aren't they? We like them. But we like fall season much more because they change nice colors. That who does that? Huh? You go to North Carolina, South Carolina, also. That's nature. What beautiful nature. What Adam and Eve must have observed as nature, Marian?
What was the question?
Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, how they must have observed the nature?
Adam and Eve.
Yes.
Do you think it is a fact or a fiction?
I think humans have altered nature.
Yeah. It is not too complex, sir. It is never too complex. Never, I tell you. A single cell, living entity. Also, duality is there. Scientists know these all the facts in biology and all also. In India, 5,000 years, even older than that, all these faculties of our present day sciences were known to that civilization. But they were known on subtle phases of the mysteries of the nature at metaphysical level. Rao Sahib, you understand? Metaphysical level, by that I mean in human form, at the level of mind. Do you understand? You listen to me? At the level of mind. Do you understand? Replace records you have seen, you are listening every day. Replace. What is it they say? It is nothing but the powers of nature displayed by human ego. Ego, nothing more. Human ego. If you concentrate on that frame of the picture, and you know that, to concentrate and focus there, the picture in such a way as to make that picture move and come to you, that picture will move and come to you and follow you. Yes. Such can be the powers of the mind. But it has nothing to do with you to realize as you who you are. It has absolutely nothing to do. So what is the sense in those powers? It is better to know what the mind is, Marianne. To know the mind, that the mind as it is, mind is in its own business, right or not? Displaying the various thoughts and thought processes throughout their life, likings or non-likings, whatever, good or bad, everything comes in mind, right? Can we stop them? Huh? Boom. And when the good thoughts come, we say, relish. And when, this, we don't disown them. Well, you as pure soul are nothing but a mere knower and seer of whatever happens in the mind with the mind business as the mind passing phase or entity of the whole past life doerships that got well directed, well scripted out, well played out, well videoed out, lifelong film. Do you understand? That goes on getting played out for you to see. You understand? And now, you as pure soul, you are viewing, seeing and knowing your own film of what your past is there. But you did not go and try to understand and see that what that past was. No. Just you know and see that film is playing out. The way on a TV screen or a CD screen the film gets played out. Whatever scenes come, you don't get involved there, do you? Come. No. If fighting, liking, whatever types of scenes, but you can, even if you want to go there, you cannot. TV people will show people coming out of the TV, but nothing comes out. You can see that effects. Simulations are present as science products, brain products, nothing more. All celestial world, I would say. Actually, to see that celestial world is not that easy, but it can be seen in the light of pure soul, I may tell you. If you don't go out and see them, that will be getting seen in your vision gradually as your mind phases goes on getting known and seen. You as knower and seer, pure soul. Mind as known and seen object of the mind, speech, body, subject. You understand? Subject. So, verily that subject with all this interior and total composition of it becomes full object for us as pure soul to know and see. Beautiful. And when the object becomes before us to observe, then our knowing and viewing powers develop gradually. Do you understand? Unless your seeing power gradually upon the covering of the veils that are covering like clouds does not open up gradually in all your living phases of mind, speech and body wise relative living. Your knowing power to that extent cannot fully open out. Seeing only results in knowing. Do you understand? In the relative sense of the word, see, to see. We know everything, that in teaching, education everywhere, what you see, so you learn. Is it true? Huh?
What you see, you automatically learn?
What do you say?
It's whether or not you're fully
As you
taking
see,
it in.
so you learn. Or no?
So you may not absorb it. I mean, I spent time in school and I didn't absorb
That
it.
is because you are intelligent now. But child is not that intelligent. Huh? You have got child small.
What? What's that?
You have a child.
No friend?
I don't have a. Do you say I have a child? I don't have a child. No.
No wife?
No way.
Then you need to have that experience.
I already did.
Unless you have that experience, you won't learn.
Lalit and experience
Come in. It's a big school, sir. Big college. Big college. You too. Huh? थोड़ी बात करो तुम चाटो
प्रेयर बुलाओ
रंग लाग्यो रे रंग when your time is, somebody is coming to pick up, and it was nice meeting, 2 days. Now, your suggestions and all, let us think over.
Okay.
Because as per Dada's teachings, master's teachings, all commerce, that is life. Do you listen, all of you?
Yes.
Commerce, that is life. Commerce, you understand?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Huh? Commerce. And very life is the commerce. That can you understand? You understand? I think everybody would understand.
Give and take.
Everything. Merely dollars or cents or money or no. Anything that gets bartered out is a commerce. And life is nothing but bartering out event for life. So, commerce and commercial activities have to be positivity based, has to have a positive basis. Do you understand? And positivity of the life cannot have the basis of the commercial give and take. Do you understand?
Positivity of the life
Positivity basis of the life,
can't be based in commercial.
principle as a principle, cannot have give and take commercial basis.
Okay.
But this positive basis we understand in the world, whole of the world, as by the word religion, which is a very controversial word today, sir. That is why I use this word positive base. Do you understand? Constructive base. That's simple. A destructive person also is not a destructive at the core. He is also part and parcel of the whole scheme in nature. Do you understand? आप थोड़ा पद बोलो मैं पीछे आपको टाइम थोड़ा तो जो I will explain you in short after this 5 minutes and then you can go.
Yeah.
That will do?
Yeah.
You come carry on one part small short. Our very existence as a human being of the present day evolved world, in the present day scientific developments, and present day such a evolved life. Let us understand this world as to what it is and what we are therein. The universe and world are two different words. Universe relates to the whole shape of the relativity expanse of that part of the space that infinite space gets occupied by that relative part of whole, wherein all the relativity and relative living forms exist. They do exist. This is not given to any particular belief, but this is the revelation of absolutes that have come out today in our vision and to a maximum portion of knowledge also that is there that we describe you today. That universe portion, shape of it is like a human being standing like this with his hands like that. It exputs it like, you understand? Like that. So from here to bottom, that is the universal existential state of the universe. A human form, this universe basically composed of mainly three portions, parts, wherein all the living entities are in various stages of sufferings. Middle nodal point at that belt hole, that portion is called the middle portion. You understand? Wherein human and creature worlds are existent. You follow? That are also inclusive of two angelic worlds along with it, which are nearer them. And other angelic worlds start from there and will go up and right up to here, which are of positive sufferings. You understand? Positive sufferings means only happy sufferings, only joyous sufferings, only. And the portion below that belt, immediately close from there, it starts up to the in 7 layers of existential states of sufferings of living forms. Small one, then larger, then larger, then larger, larger. As you see that width of the between two legs, it becomes larger there. Do you understand? It is small. And intensity of sufferings from 1 to 7 increases. That is negative suffering. Total negative. But the intensity is minimal here and maximum at the bottommost. Do you follow? Yeah. And in the human world, there is mixture of human and creature lives. The sufferings in creatures is more of negative sufferings, more. And in human beings, the sufferings is the mixture of the two. Do you understand now? This is how these two forms of life are found here. The sufferings, the angelic forms of life from here, and right up in this portion, you can see all the celestial worlds starting. The galaxies, etc., what you see is too, you cannot be described in this fashion what I am explaining you. But the distances are too far, too far. The way in these telescopes in America and all over the world they try to pierce, it is impossible to pierce beyond certain. Impossible. They may describe infer millions and billions of galaxies, this, that. So many inferences are there. That is empirical science, they call it. It's not on factual basis. It's on inference basis. Even archaeology, anthropology, all these are like that. Whole philosophy is based out of that. Theosophy is based out of in Germany. Everything what we see, various thought processes that come out from the human brains, this is to understand this human structure. That is simple. And human structure goes on at the intellectual level to understand nature, to understand matter, mysteries of matter. They say that one day we'll fathom the final mysteries of matter, but this is still we have not found. Always a scientist, true scientist will say, we have not reached that. Always. Even then, when they have gone to such a great certainty of the unit measures that we know in the present times, nobody can say for finality that we have reached there. No. Only absolutes. It is given up to absolutes who are in a frail human body, which is a body, in which the pure soul, absolute knowing power and seeing power is totally open in a body. That is the final human body. Final, I say. In all the living entity, roaming experience, in all the time cycle, in all the four forms. According to suffering generated in the human form, this wandering suffering occurs everywhere. And accumulation, creation, all that happens in the human form only. But that is interconnected with the creature forms, with the angel forms, not with the hellish forms. So hellish forms can't do anything. They can't move from that place. They have to suffer at that place. They have got bodies. Angels have bodies. But they are different than what material bodies we have. Do you understand now? The bodies of all other forms lower than us, say creatures, flies, creepers, four-leggeds, all these things. We see. At least they are near and interconnected with us. But what about those below them? That is the point. You understand now? Life is worth understanding, sir. We are not this only entity that is. And it is not that it is too much confusing and getting lost. No. No, not at all. It's very, very easy. Once we know who we are, finished. Everything gets known. When the knower gets known, automatically known objects go on getting reflected in our known state. Do you understand? When the mirror is mirror at the mirror's place, objects wherever they are before the mirror, that has to get reflected in that mirror. They do get reflected. The mirror does not do anything in that. Objects do not go into the mirror, or mirror does not come near the object. Do you understand? This is the very gross simile to explain you knower-known relationship. Do you understand? If you want a subtle relationship, the relationship relates to know the soul, pure soul, as what entity in this material world? Then in this material world, elemental matter, space also is a matter, or is it not? Scientists, they do agree there. So space, can anybody have defined anybody's space? Have anybody defined? Have anybody reached onto the space? Is space reachable? Tell me.
We are in this space.
Finished. That is space. That is space experience. And yet we are that space. We are not that space. Mind you, space accommodates us because infinite accommodative power attribute is given to the space. A diamond, 2 miles below, hardest substance, when it comes out, it can get broken up. Why? Because it is occupied by space. Inner hardest core, unbreakable, yet it gets broken. Why? Because of the space there. This is this beauty of the space, sir. Why? A light out of solid rock just comes out, splitting the rock. Wow, how come? Tell me. Space. This is the beauty of the space. So if you want to understand our soul, pure soul, what is soul? Soul is space-like. The subtle comparison, gross comparison mirror-like, subtle comparison space-like. Yet space and pure soul are not the same. Space also is formless and infinite in nature. And as an element, only one element. That is vast element, one element that engulfs whole universe. And whatever the universe has occupied that space is called the universal space. You follow? And the rest of it is called alok, means non-universal space. Simple. Whole space as in one element, understood as 2 entities from the relativity aspect. That part which is occupied by universe is called universal self, and the balance is non-universal self. The two together makes one element as whole space. Now you understand? Hey Kevin, just like one part. Do you understand? It's two use. Nobody can fathom there. No, sir. But if you can fathom this mind, speech and body space, all that space can be fathomed out, sir. That is the beauty of pure soul. Knowing power and seeing power. You understand? Hey, Baba. I possess infinite powers. Say? I have not listened. Such a small, feeble voice. Hey, what powers? Not this brain, head powers. No. You understand? You just look at me and everything will be all right. Go through. That's it. That's how it is. So in that universe, human form is the most important entity amongst all. Angel form, human form, Christian form and hellish form. These are the 4 forms of wandering of life in various life after life, in various forms, according to sufferings that are generated. But once having achieved the human form, it is very rare that human form again is lost into lower forms. No. That is the beauty of a human form. Now you understand? Mind you, you understand this very importance of the human form. It can be lost to an extent that it will slip down, but it will regain that form. That is the point. Do you understand? It is like so much of clay has come over it and it sinks, so lower forms. Then gradually, naturally the sufferings get out, because there is no doership, there is only suffering. And therefore the clay gets dissolving out. And the balance factor, that suffering of both the types, whatever remains, that human form gets up to human form. And you start your journey again. And this hope happens. You fall down, get up, fall down, get up, and you try to learn walking. Have you not learned? We have fallen down so much. Is it not so? How do we learn?
Usually take
By
advice.
walking? Cart. It's always like that. Huh? That goes on that life. You see? But this grace is great. And what your realization through our medium of the body, where there is no ownership, no doership. You understand? Absolutely. Of the mind, speech and body, no ownership. There is no ego factor at the mind level, speech level, body level. There is no possession at mind level, speech level, body level. And yet, body is before you, speaking, talking, answering, whatever you want. All the activities are before you. You can see that. Same activities as you all have. Then you can benefit. Right? You have to not to imagine. This is no magic. This is no hypnotism. Stand out, John. Through him, we'll contact and we'll talk a lot.
Working out.